Hey gamers, I'm centaurianmudpig, and welcome along to a video game that has been 5 years in development. Space Pirates and Zombies 2. And I thought, why not stream it today, because, well, it just got released as 1.0 today, and I got my channel back after YouTube decided it violated the community guidelines with some Elder Scrolls Online beta videos that I did 3.5 years ago. Anyway, they have re-evaluated it, re-evaluated it, or whatever you want to call it, and they've unsuspended the termination. It's rolling on for the next time they do that. Right, I'm going to jump into the campaign, and we're going to do a new campaign. And yeah, we'll go with normal. Now, there's been differences since I last played over a year ago. Has been just over a year. Most notable is they've actually got proper voice actors, so it'll be interesting to see.
Element 126, resin. Res. It was the answer to everything. A transmutable element with the power to unlock the secrets of the universe. It gifted humanity everything there was to know about space-time and how to enslave it. Res triggered an explosion of technological advancement. Mankind spread to the far reaches of the galaxy, growing exponentially in numbers, along with the reliance on Res. The United Terran Alliance was founded to control the countless population. Eventually, they sought to ration the use of Res. As Res supplies thinned, conflict arose. An epidemic of fortune-seeking miners forced their way to the galactic core, where resin was most abundant. Eventually, the primary Res source was discovered. All Res stemmed from a sinister and timeless energy being, a being awakened by the use of Res. They had sprung an ancient and recursive trap, Res being the bait no budding civilization could possibly ignore. Corruption spilled outward into the stars, twisting the biological matrix of all it touched, integrating it into machines. Mankind's own technology, their own dead, had begun to turn against them. For years they struggled to survive against a flood of abominated metal and flesh. Billions were lost to the infection, only further feeding the expanding corruption. In spite of hopeless obliteration, the very fabric of life itself arose to fight the dark entity. As a race, humanity came together for a single purpose. In some twisted way, they had found peace. Peace, however, does not last. People fell back into their self-minded ways. Humanity turned inward in a scramble for the remaining Res, which now could no longer be renewed. As the UTA lost its control over the galaxy, they collapsed the entire Warpgate network beyond any hope of salvage. Human ingenuity, it turns out, knows no captivity. A resin-based drive was developed, allowing more direct travel anywhere in the galaxy. The Void was reborn as a wild, untapped, and lawless frontier. As years pass, piracy and skirmish battles rage. Precious Res the prize. Raw worlds are recklessly colonized and disputed by legions of makeshift starships. An entire ecology of nomadic drifters emerged, endlessly recycling the wrecks of constant war. All the while, the nearly forgotten saviors of the galaxy tirelessly struggle to exterminate the last remnants of the infection.
It seems like, yet again, you dimwits have flown my ship headlong into an infested region. That is the third time this week. 6 million forms of communication, and I'm yet to find one that can articulate how moronic you fools are. Computer, power up the weapons and shield emitters. The doctor is in.
Hey! It's the Voiceovers. Oh, I'm tired. Need to wake up. Full of energy and enthusiasm. That's the way forward. So, basic controls, yes. Shift, brake, forward, left, right, reverse. No shooty. Of course, shooty. Oh. Suppose we should go for the more easier ones. One thing we definitely don't have is knowing... Oh. Don't have any shield status or anything like that. What are these things? I thought little picky up things. Obviously new types of fighter craft. Can't shoot the other types of fighters. Well, all these torpedoes are definitely not good. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm definitely loving this minigun sort of weapon. Ouch. Maybe we need to go for the big old weapon. The thing is, we don't actually have to reload anything. All worry about... Well, afterburners either. I'm not sure we're actually doing any damage to this thing. There we go. Down it goes. Fantastic.
Super kill.
See if we can blow up this blue thing here. No. There we go. That went down quick. Mega kill. Nice. Try and get around the side. Obviously he's got some sort of cannon which is better up in the front. Well, we've also got too far away. Whoa.
Ultra kill.
I think we're doing alright.
Destroyer of worlds.
Oh. Oh, we died. Well, I think we did well to achieve Destroyer of Worlds.
Game over.
Ooh.
By the void. Level 13 is truly the bane of my existence.
Carl, seriously? Do you realize crew members suffocated on the lower decks because you routed power from life support to play stupid video games?
Silence, imbecile! They gave their lives for the greater good. A scientific mind must stay active, or it would wither and wrinkle. I'll boil any ocean. I'll irradiate a whole litter of Narlakian pups. I'll divide by 0 if I have to.
I told you he'd cause trouble if you leave him to his own whim. Those implants can really make a man sick of the melon. Elsa, he is a liability if we keep him on board.
Please refrain from sneaking up on another living creature like that. Do you not realize the horror people have to endure every time they look at your face? You are fortunate I did not inadvertently dismember you in a panic-induced frenzy.
Everyone, shut up! To the bridge, right now. Anyone not here in 30 seconds is getting vented into space.
Oh, I forgot to switch on YouTube streaming. Back in a moment.
Well, I'm glad to see everyone was able to get up at the crack of noon to work towards sustaining our survival. Let me present to you all the garbage dump we'll be sifting through this afternoon. Yes, most of this is useless junk. Yes, this is utterly pathetic, but what choice do we have?
This ain't no way to treat this here metal mother. The lady deserves better. Let me be snapping on something fresh. He might not be the best candidate to operate the tractor prototype. Keep in mind that Carl built this thing, so it goes without saying that it's dangerous. I'd hate to have come all this way just to have Mackenzie rip us apart like a rabid chimp with Carl's untested toys. You know how those two could be.
I don't really care who does what, but we need to jump on this opportunity to expand the mothership. That core module will give us some elbow room, while those wings will give us some much-needed firepower. Let's get those modules fitted so we don't have to listen to each other breathe anymore.
Please pay close attention to the moving picture feature film show. You will be subjected to standardized testing following this demonstration.
Okay, so snapping items on ships. So we got mothership is a modular starship. Take the ship apart and reassemble it to fit your needs. Use cores to increase the frame size of your mothership. Cores have stats that will boost the ship's speed, shields, health, and maneuverability. Attach wing, nose, and engine parts to your frame. Wing noses and engines all come equipped with weapons. Tracked part, left control. Remove part, hold left control. Okay, so we got some stuff, so let's remove the part, get a new part. Let's get this back on and these bits in here. A new achievement.
What exactly do you think you're doing? Stop leaning on that overhead projection like a crutch. This isn't some archaic, top-down space shooter we're playing here. This is real, brutal, kitten-eating life we're talking about. Join the rest of us down here in reality.
Right, the camera can be adjusted to fit your needs. The top-down view is better suited for ship construction and higher level awareness. Third-person view is better suited for manual combat. We can change it with C.
Our omnilithium capacitor is now tapped out. I've devised a method to simply eject the spent cell while fabricating a new one out of surrounding space dust. Do not ask me how it works, or why it makes sense. All that you need to know is that you will be unable to fire the ship's weapons while the new cell is being installed.
Alright, fantastic. So we got reloading indicators, a cone of fire, a missile lock, capacitor. We have active and reserve strike craft, we have missiles, we've got boosts, we've got a weapons groups, we've got shields, and we've got health. Nothing new there. Let's reload. While we're reloading. No, can't even move.
Alright, I'm bringing the weapons
Alright.
online. If that is indeed what you want to call this garbage. Let's blast open some of these containers. Maybe we can find something to eat that won't make our hair fall out.
I have decided that it would be best if basic resource towing was left up to the ship's computer. These items are too fragile to be handled by Neanderthals. It brought me great pain to watch you struggle with the tractor beam.
Okay. What is this? Directly above us? least the missiles can hit it. Whatever it was. There we go, the ship brings it in. So we've got goons, res. I'm pretty sure I saw something else, but hey.
Please assimilate and perform the following diagnostic tests on the kinetic shield system. Your life and my hull may depend upon it.
So shields have their own power system that they can be boosted with capacitor power. Shields are boosted, they take half damage and regenerate twice as fast, but you're unable to shoot. Shields consume the capacitor while boosted, so no boosting while reloading. Okay. How are you supposed to boost shields? Oh yeah, of course. Hold the space bar.
All modern space-capable engines come equipped with special regenerating boost capacitors. Please practice making rocket go fast
Okay,
now.
boosted engines greatly increase the ship speed and maneuverability capabilities. Boosting uses its own independent fuel source, which will regenerate over time. Let's go fast.
I have to say I'm impressed. You're all able to lace this thing back together without eating each other. The only thing that remains is to test the res drive. Mackenzie, start the pre-flight procedure.
From scotch and caviar to beers and tears, how is it that Jameson is the only other one with ambition to dig out of this dung heap? Just cook those bloody engines up and lay in a course for somewhere that isn't here. Please.
Okay, tactical. Oh, and then we have to go to star map.
Welcome to the Super Ultra Star Map 9000. This holographic interface will allow you to scan all known galactic entities, plot mothership destinations, and communicate with other ships and starbases. Please practice untethered exploration now.
Time moves only when you move. All transportation, mining, harvesting, and communication is done via the star map. Take your time and plan your actions. Explore new territory. Push the right mouse button to set a destination on the map. Use the mouse wheel to adjust the zoom volume.
Game saved.
Right, I'm gonna go for this res first. It's almost like maximum, actually. We'll go get this.
Apparently your intestines are so long that if you strung them up end to end, you'd probably die. This here metal mother doesn't like to loot the dead. But what need do they got for intestines?
Okay, we can loot the wrecks of war to find various supplies. Searching a wreck takes time. You may have to search the wreck several times to extract all the loot.
Cargo acquired.
Let's get some goons. No! Should have totally gone for the res instead. Never mind.
Now that we are finally underway, let me remind you that you cannot simply urinate in the corner and proclaim you are the alpha meat husk. You are a minuscule fish in an otherwise colossal ocean of galactic proportions. Unless you wish to be dead before breakfast, read the advisory overlays I have painstakingly programmed for your survival. Do not just click past them and complain on the galactic forums that you did not get the memo. Ignorance will not be excused. Read or die.
Please familiarize yourself with the star map command functions. If you do not assimilate this information now, it will be waiting for you at dinner.
Yay. All transportation, mining, harvesting, communication is done via the star map. At any time, use the Assemble Ship button to drop out of warp and edit to your mothership. Consider selling or dumping parts you are not using. They will weigh you down, making you burn more res during transit. You can review tutorials anytime. Push the right mouse button to set a destination on the map. Use the mouse wheel to adjust the zoom level. And that's the size of the universe. It's bigger than I remember.
Alright, we're mobile. If you are all thoroughly satisfied, we can finally get on with it. We still have stickies out there, not to mention a laundry list of equipment we need before we can do anything about them. Time is of the essence, and we've wasted so much of it already.
As anxious as I am to find a so-called sticky, we have not encountered one for many cycles. The ship does not yet have a nacelle to stand on. Therefore, we need to scout more easy opportunities to exploit.
Okay, let's go get lower because it gives us resources.
If we tune our warp frequency just right, we can sometimes pick up residual data transmissions bouncing around the old warp network. Though the gates are smashed beyond repair, some seem to be able to hang on to those low-density data packets like a ghostly reminder of our past.
So we get to find lore to find out about the universe, and every lore point you scan will give you goodies. We're just going to scan it, we're not going to view it.
Pillaging successful. Awareness expanded. Cargo acquired.
Okay, I'm calling it. We need to shift our focus back to more pressing needs. Everyone on board is expected to understand that the mothership takes priority over everything, including our very lives. To that effect, Mother needs to be fed. If we can't find what she needs, we die along with her. If we cannot trade for what we need, we'll have to take it by force. As cruel as it is, that's just life.
I see fit to enlighten everyone that every action on board consumes something. Don't let these critical supplies run dry. I've gone to the effort of labeling all viable extraction points, as well as indicating when they are ready for harvest. I have also color-coded human selfishness, so you are aware if any other faction claims ownership of these areas.
Fine, basic resource nodes. Blowing up mothership is not advisable. So we've got claim resources which show up in a different colour, other than white. Unclaimed resources are white. Then we have ship threat assesses, which I guess red is bad. Can we advance time by waiting around? Hold the space bar, advances time, that's cool. Right, so that res has gone super duper advanced. That means we can harvest it for full res.
As much as I detest this hellborn excrement, we're stuck in a universe addicted to res. We are no different. Without it, the res drive will collapse, leaving us to limp along at subwarp. We'll be easy pickings for bandits, or anyone else looking to kick us while we're down.
Res is needed to keep the ship moving. The faster you move, the more res you burn. Res can be bought and sold.
Cargo acquired. Pillaging successful.
Oh, they make Garrett before us. Yeah. So we've got pirates. That looks new. So we'll just go and grab this res, and you see there's a lot less
Added to cargo.
mining op. Could be worth doing a mining op. So, this is an illegal mining operation. There is res nearby, but the area is lightly defended. You'll suffer no negative relation repercussions if you decide to invite yourself to the party. Let's go check it out.
We may have a galaxy-wide shortage of res, but we certainly don't have a shortage of poor saps combing the void looking for more. All the potent res fields have been catalogued, yet every so often someone finds an oasis of the stuff. It's not exactly legal to be harvesting it without the proper drilling equipment, but who's enforcing that? Exactly. We might as well drop in and take our pound of flesh too.
Mining ops, great place to find res. You are free to harvest res from the surrounding asteroids, but res-rich asteroids are rare and difficult to spot amongst the worthless rocks. Other prospectors here have collected res into cargo crates. If you tamper with these crates, your alert level will increase and they will attack you. You are free to leave the mining op at any time, providing there are no hostile ships present. What happens as a mining op stays as a mining op. Relations are not affected by your actions. So we need to find purpley glowing rocks if we want to not bring unwanted attention, which we don't want to at this point because we're pretty basic. So let's see if we can find any purpley glowing rockies. I'm gonna go this way. Ah, there we go. What over here? Like asteroids. Oh, there goes the core. I have to wait for it to reload. Right, what else is there? If anything. Nice backgrounds. Oh wow, our range is low. Well, let's just get this one last one. And then we'll carry on. As mining is not the most exciting activities to be doing in this game by the looks of it. Alright, let's get out of here. We collected a good amount of res, have we? Several hundred? I'm impressed.
Resource acquired.
Oh, we also got a lot of goons, so we're not going to collect any more of them.
Awareness expanded.
So I've got Bandit Hive. I'll ignore that for now.
Map updated.
So find. It wants us to find goons. What's our progress? Progress not so much. Really?
Successful.
Behold, my happy place. It is here my power grows. Using the data we have acquired from the sensors, I can refine our ships and equipment. While I would adore being able to refine every single archaic piece of junk on board, the physical nature of the universe forbids it. Treat the data analytics with respect.
Select a perk every time you level up. Without perks, you will suck and die. You can review your perks from the Captain Info page. Click on yourself from the star map.
There is research data that has not yet been allocated. Consider not allocating it and instead allocate it.
So, perk values are additive. Okay. So 100 plus 25% plus 10%. So we're in effect, you know, additive. Add on the bonuses, so we get 35% bonus. Makes sense. Cool. At the minute, let's get 10% scavenging. We've got to watch out for the red guys. Well, we're level 5, they're level 16.
Signal detected.
Raids going on there. Let's go get some goons.
I sense some underdeveloped crewmen require contextualization about how urgently we require these basic resources. More specifically, human resources. The ship requires an astronomical volume of periodic maintenance and repair. These tasks are far too dangerous to allow anyone with a shred of intellectual value to perform them. Therefore, we do not turn away many applicants. Remember, the bottom of the pyramid needs the most bricks.
Of course, we need bodies to operate and maintain the ship's systems, but we also don't want to feed any more mouths than we must. Most of our food is fabricated from res. balance is the word of the day.
Yes, goons are needed to both operate and repair the ship. If you have enough goons, the ship will decay and take damage. Goons consume res over time, so goons can be bought and sold. And now it's gone yellow, so you need to get rid of some. Is that homeless? Let's go here. And sell off some goons.
Though I am completely disgusted by the idea of cooperating with others in a fashion that implies intellectual equality, it often cannot be avoided. Just try not to get extorted too severely.
Starbase is producing trade ship parts. Beware the Starbase value markup. The higher the markup, the worse the deal is for you. Oh wow, really? Hallmarks provide production tech bonuses to the Starbase that can claim it, which are local features. Starbases share local features with other connected starbases of the same faction via trade lines. The local feature icon on the left represents the ship part types, while the icon on the right represents stat boosters. Okay. Ship part types, stat boosters. The more local features that are connected, the better these bases are at producing large, higher quality ship parts. Individual starbase types will also provide a specific production stat bonus exclusive to the starbase. As an example, all Void Militia starbases will always provide a stat bonus to shields when a ship part is produced there. In addition to markup, a starbase will also charge faction trade taxes. Sometimes trading with other ships can be more profitable. What's the markup? 150%. I don't think that's too bad.
In an effort to curb interplanetary diseases, just about all our traded goods now have to go through this hands-off filtered interface. Nobody can stab you in the back or shoot you in the face using an interface like this. Just configure the deal, and the autoloaders should take care of the rest.
Your items and supplies are on the left. Trade for items and supplies on the right. Try to balance the deal to maximize profit. If you sell a connected ship part while buying a similar part, it will automatically swap into place. Okay. At the top is the part description. We've got the upper left, name, cost, stars, pipe quality. Bottom weapon description. Sometimes there will be a rarity modifier to a part's cost. This means this part is uncommon to the particular base, but does not alter the quality of the part itself. Alright. Use the icon legend to further understand the icons and what they represent. Consider selling goons and rares. They are worth a lot more than scrap. Your goon slider will turn red if you're selling too many goons, not enough to maintain the ship. Push the right mouse button to set compare item. So go wee, gone red. And we get 376 scrap. No, I forgot. Our jump parts are absolutely worthless. So we ain't got anything else we can buy, sell. There we go, there's the rarity. Well, let's just keep earning money. What else do we need? Find scrap. Let's try down here.
Scanning area.
There we go. Oh.
Finding good, fresh, refined alloys isn't easy. Everyone wants them, but nobody's making them. Even if we don't immediately require scrap, it's good to keep some around for trade. Every space nugget in the void will accept it as currency.
Yeah, we're probably made Granny Ruiner a little bit more hostile to us. But we'll stay away from Brain in a jar.
Now that we have some currency to spend, we should stock up on strike craft. We do not want to get overwhelmed when engaged by multiple targets. Plus it gives our enemies something else to shoot at instead of us.
Keep a supply of strike craft to assist your mothership in combat. Strike craft can be fabricated from the star map and placed into hangars. Push the hanger button on the star map HUD.
We wouldn't be a very respectable mothership without some sort of support fleet. I would advise we keep our hangars fully stocked with strike craft at all times. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a healthy menu of ships to choose from at the moment, but that will certainly change in time. Every enemy strike craft we destroy presents an opportunity to salvage blueprints for new ships. Plus, it'll give Carl something to do instead of pissing me off to no end.
You can customize each hangar with a unique design of strike craft. Each hangar design can be further customized with specific weapons. Each hangar has a reinforcement count you can adjust, but only one ship per hangar can be present during combat. Respawn on death. If there is an upper limit to your total command ability, and every ship you add to your fleet will cost you some of this command. Destroying enemy strike craft may yield blueprints which unlock new ship types while improving existing ones. So they made it a little bit more complicated. Increase the number of ships stored in this hangar. Arrow buttons, yes. Right. Do they cost? Did they just cost to scrap? Okay, well, we're going to have them on auto resupply. Oh, like, whoa, man. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4 micro missiles. Orion missiles, okay. It makes sense. Well, they actually already got something what is good against shields, so won't be messing around with anything too much there.
Oh, for Gamma's sake. Why did we drop out of warp? Carl, what is wrong with my ship?
Nothing is wrong with the ship, Elsa. I've scheduled a combat drill for today. We're getting a little too soft for my liking.
Jameson, it's 3 in the morning.
Oh, hello.
All of the ship's command and control systems are routed through a wireless-assisted simulation. A benefit of such a system is you do not have to be physically on a ship to fly it. You can astral project your command focus to another ship, while delegating the control of the mothership to artificial intelligence. While it would make almost too much sense to allow the artificial intelligence to fly every ship, that theoretically would take all the fun out of it.
Yeah, alright. What's the point of flying this? Yeah? I don't think I could be as effective as the AI.
Target locked. Obliterating. Priority asset designated. Relay point designated.
Okay, some basic
Disengage.
commands. Very well.
Alright, that's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's try something a bit bigger.
Really? Target an asteroid all the way over there? Gotta love those explosions.
We have sufficiently asserted ourselves over this inanimate material. Surely we must be done with these mindless examinations of competence by now.
Carl, you couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag. These drills just might save your life someday. You'd be wise to put this inanimate material to use before trying your luck on something that can shoot back.
So practice the command and control system on asteroid space junk. No thank you. Leave the area when you're ready. Yes, please.
Now that we have strike craft of our own, we should learn how to fight against them. It's a big galaxy, and we're not original thinkers here.
Neighboring.
We should be able to locate a border raid to have our way with. They should be no match for the combined force of our mothership and strike craft.
Neighbouring starbases of a different faction will fight each other. Destroying raids is a good way to make friends with the defensive side. Destroying raids is a good way to make enemies with the offensive side. Destroying enemy strike craft may yield blueprints, which can unlock new ship types while improving existing ones. Locate a raid event.
Game saved.
Okay.
Scanning area.
Well, yellow's quite large at the minute.
Cargo acquired.
Oh, look at this. Let's get him, get him.
You can never reason with a bandit. In fact, I don't think they even understand a basic language. They pretty much stomp around, raping and pillaging anything that moves. Having one foot in the grave already, most of them are little threat to us. That said, I've heard rumors of colossal bandit ships more times than I can ignore. Trash pile or otherwise, we should respect and acknowledge their potential threat before we look for trouble with these potato-brained psychos.
Bandits cannot be reasoned with. Bandit enforcers and bandit chiefs are stronger than a typical bandit. That must have been what we saw earlier. Keep an eye on their threat level before engaging them. Killing bandit is a good way to earn experience and scrap, but it will never be as lucrative as killing another captain.
Go ahead, run. It only makes it more fun to chase you.
Oh, it's a level 7. Okay, that just it looks like a 1 to me, but hey.
Map updated.
Let's not fight, my friend. We're all friends. I am glad we're not being harassed
Signal
by certain AI, which normally does. Or used to do in the early game. Let's go get this over here. Oh, that border raid. We'll go and get that over there.
extracted.
We'll try and be friends with Yellow. Oh no!
Awareness expanded. exhausted.
So I think the big green arrow is pointing us towards the closest raid. There we go. And what do we want to do? Well, I thought we said we wanted to help yellow. That'll be helping red.
Scanning area.
What is it worth? What is yellow? Yellow is already hostile to us anyway. Red is more friendly. Should we go and help? Why not? The Void Militia. We're friends with the Void.
Do you know what the definition of insanity is? Well, it is not doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result. I checked the dictionary. However, that is literally the definition of practice. We have all practiced this over and over. Now let's drop those training wheels and execute.
Aye, Jameson.
Practice is irrelevant. The command and control system is smarter than the sum of all brain matter on board. Simply change the pre-configured weapon configuration to my experimental battle wagon mode. The ship's weapon systems will track and fire independently, unfettered by human ineptitude.
Battle wagon mode will always shoot for center mass. If you wish to manually target a ship module, you can override battle wagon target control by pushing the fire button. You can customize weapon groups and battle wagon target priority in the weapon config menu, located in the options menu. Next weapon group Q.
Battle
There we
wagon
go.
mode activated. Target obliterated. Engage shields offline.
Ooh, blueprints. Just what they said, eh?
Alright, we've graduated from inanimate material to ships a tenth of our size. It's a baby step, but I'll take what I can get from this bunch.
Are we done burning bugs with a magnifying glass? Good. Okay, let's carry on. Second star to the art.
Right. Well, I'll do a few more of them and maybe we'll get some newer ships.
It is absolute murder to me when we have unused analytical data like this. Unless you wish to fall asleep one night and never wake up, you'll make haste and allocate this data at once.
Trading. Good idea.
Battle wagon mode activated. Target locked. Obliterated.
Oh, I'm about to lose a fighter.
Target locked. Obliterated.
And we've got our first hull locked.
Engagement.
And our second hull unlocked. Let's go see
Now that we have achieved a base level of technological excellence, I see no reason to tow around this useless garbage. Trade, steal, kill, rinse, repeat. If I have to look at this eyesore much longer, I will gouge your eyes out.
Thanks, Cal. Buy better parts for your mothership. Avoid using junk parts if possible. Every starbase has a junkyard you can visit if you need junk parts, which are free. Every starbase has an arena event you can use to win resources needed to buy better parts. And also helps lower the markup price. There we go, let's get this one over here.
Battle wagon mode activated. Engaging. Target locked. Oblivion.
Okay, now we'll go and do what we said we were going to do, which was to look at what we've got. What is this? Small ship equipped with 2 micro missiles, small turret, small launcher. Or a ranger. Which is better? Can't be a short bus, surely. Why can't we do that? What have we done wrong? Okay, it costs more. That's it. Well, hopefully they'll be a bit more durable than the previous ships. So we'll grab more resources in these areas that have yet to be colonized.
Added to cargo hold. Resource acquired.
Okay, we need to get good. Now we've got the arena.
Somehow, for some void-forsaken reason, the galaxy isn't quite violent enough for some people. That's why we have simulation arenas. They kind of work like a mind-rotting video game, giving homicidal psychopaths a safe environment to practice. It might not be such a bad idea if we gave it a go. I know it hurts, but we just might learn something, and maybe earn a few slivers of scrap for our troubles.
Arenas can be found at all star bases. Winning in the arena will earn you experience, scrap, and relations. Your real ship will not be harmed. Arena events do, however, factor in your personal perks. If you find them too difficult, come back later after you've advanced. Okay, we're in a synergizer. Got to figure out what that ship does.
Battle wagon mode activated.
A ship built specifically to maximize synergies for its engines and front-mounted chainsaw beam. It has multiple defender fighter hangars to create a missile screen and also acts as a secondary punch when in close. It also supports 4 synergized cloud torpedoes to soften the targets and overwhelm defenses. Wow. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, that was simple, but didn't really know what I was doing with this ship.
Game saved.
So the markup's now gone down by 4%. Surely we can complete a level 5 captain.
Battle wagon mode activated. Shields offline.
Ouch, are all these missiles coming for me?
Shields offline.
Guess we should just stay facing forward.
Shields offline.
Oh, I'll get that part back on.
Game saved.
That's 118, right? Well, that'll do for now. Let's just do some trading. So we can get rid of. Wow, really? So, recommended ship parts. What do we have? Got a better engine? Do comparisons. Okay. So the stats on the right hand side is what shows better values. Well, they're all the same, these. What did that do? Micro missiles, switch for hull. So, should we go with the same? Maybe go for the high DPS, which would be this SRM. Hull, and maybe health. It's 3D APS, but actually, yeah. Small, fast-moving targets. I think that's pretty much short range, isn't it? Well, I'm not ready to invest in that weapon just yet. About the right. No. Not ready. I'll have to look somewhere else.
Battle wagon mode activated. Engaging. Target locked. Shields offline. Engaging. Target locked. Obliterating.
Try not to lose two fighters in this encounter. What blueprint are you going to give me? Ranger upgrade, I guess.
I have already willingly and graciously volunteered to do all the real work aboard this ship. All that is required from you is to simply select a button and press it. Just do not press it too hard.
Oh, weapon damage or armor? Let's go for armor. No. Yeah, we got an extra core, yay! Let's go to the junkyard and get our extra core because...
While the tractor beam is an effective emergency repair
Shush.
tool,
That'll do. Well, micro blasters, there must be. Right. Oh, we need. We'll go all the way over here and get some goons without getting harassed. Before our ship falls to pieces.
Area exhausted.
That's better. So what we're supposed to do, buy better parts, get rid of junk. Alright, so we need to buy a nose, a left and a right, and a subcore.
Map updated. Pillaging successful.
Let's see what this guy has got to offer, and let's see if we can get the price down. Yeah, it does have a brick pushed, which is our recommended part we require. Let's see what this ship can do.
Battle wagon mode activated.
The Doom Canoe has nearly no shields and only 2 minigun cannons for defense. The entire right side of the ship is laced with iron SRMs to take out shields, while the left side has long-range mass drivers that can penetrate the ship's hull, doing damage to every part it comes into contact with. No mass drivers would literally bounce off shields, doing no damage. Only fire mass drivers when enemy shields are down. There we go. Surely those shields are down. Woo! Crazy. That was easy.
Game saved. Battle wagon mode activated.
We got the advantage where we can just run away. Maybe try and stay in front of his own shields. There we go, turn around. And fire. This is a nice weapon setup, but hey. Literally no shields.
Game saved.
What we got down to, mark up 123, still rubbish. I think we might be able to do level 10 event.
Battle wagon mode activated.
Could be wrong though.
Shields offline.
This is a fast ship.
Shields offline.
No chance I can defeat this one at my current skill level. I'll have to come back later. Yeah, there we go. Ah. Should we just do trade anyway? Doesn't matter which brick post we get. We can avoid left and right wings. Maybe we should get something slightly different. Fast moving. Or omni lasers. Not great though, are they? Now let's get something which can bring down shields. And you're just going to do armor, okay. Oh. So a bit of res to get in there. Get better. Need a nose and a subcore. What we bought a subcore.
Alert. The mothership is in danger of running out of a critical resource. Rectify this immediately, or happy hour will be cancelled.
Harvest resources. We're not, we're fine, we're fine. We are fine. Panicking over nothing.
Signal detected. Resource acquired. Map updated.
It's a large area.
Scanning area.
Maybe we should have gone yellow.
Awareness expanded. Signal detected.
I can see some resources. Come on, guys.
Engaging.
made resource collection a little easier. Well, not well. Oh, there you are.
Engaging. Target locked. Relay point engaging. Target locked. Obliterating.
Well, let's keep the distance, don't we? Should go in closer so you can actually shoot the res out of these rocks quicker. Can't tell if that's purple or not. Well, I have to tell my guys to go over, maybe I'll see the purple glow a bit quicker.
Target locked. Obliterating.
That looks like it is.
Engaging.
That's good for me.
Target locked. Obliterating.
A fair amount of resources in this area.
Target locked. Obliterating. Engaging. Engaging.
Alright, on the other side of the map.
Obliterating. Engaging. Target locked. Obliterating. Engaging.
We've got all the res.
Target locked. Obliterating.
Yeah, I know we need better stuff. Where should we go?
Scanning area. Cargo acquired. Extracted.
Really? You want me to go there after I've been attacking them? See, really was betting on the wrong horse. Subcores. Only 2,000. Yeah, I need to do some piracy, I guess. So perhaps another time. I am feeling a little bit too tired. Hope you enjoyed this video, gamers. This has been Space Pirates and Zombies 2. No doubt I'll live stream some more at another time. Until then, bye for now.